This is not ideal. Oh, God. That's the shirt for today. That's the shirt for today. And boy, these shoes that I cannot show you because it's got a pretty picture on the side. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, my mom was like, your shoes don't match. They don't match. Well, that's how they're made. They're pretty cool. But they hurt. I'm not used to these kind of shoes. What do you call them? Like high tops or whatever? No. They hurt. Pain is beauty. Beauty is pain. That's what it is. Woo! So we watched the Funhouse from 1981. Another 80s movie. This one had like a similar theme to the last movie. Well, the couple decide to spend the night in a dark ride kind of thing. And I don't think I would ever do this after watching. I want to go on a dark ride, and that does look kind of fun. But spending the night in one, maybe not. But so they're like, you know, in there, and they hear a noise, and spoiler if I don't say this now before I get too far into talking about this movie. If you haven't seen it, because I'm bad about that. Sometimes I say things that, yeah, I shouldn't. But anyways, so they hear a noise, and they see that a light comes on underneath them, and so they're watching what's going on down there. And there was this like Frankenstein guy. He's got a mask that looks like Frankenstein, I think, and he wears gloves and everything, and he's helps with the ride or whatever. So he's down there, and there's a woman who is like the fortune teller woman, and they kind of witness him murder her. So then it's like, uh-oh, what do you do now? Then the father comes, and he's like, uh-oh, another mess to cover up. And he decides that they're gonna go dump the body somewhere and blame it on the locals. But they're up above them listening to all this, and then accidentally drops a lighter through the crack, and therefore he knows somebody is up there. So then they're after him, and the Frankenstein guy ends up coming out of his mask, and oh my goodness, yeah, it's like he looks like a alien. Like, this is not, yeah, he's so creepy looking. So he goes on terror and just killing and trying to kill them all. And one of the girls, her brother, followed them to this carnival, and he sees that they never came out of this dark ride, and I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but anyways, whatever it is, he has not seen them come out, so he's waiting on his sister, and she hasn't come out. So while all this is going on, he decides that he's going to try to get in there. So he's looking on how he can get in there, and he finally thinks he's found a way in, and he's met by the ugly alien looking monster thing. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's definitely deformed. So, yeah, so he's like, okay, traumatized after that. So, somebody finds him, and he's not really talking. He's just kind of really traumatized. So, they take him in the office, and his parents are called. Parents come, they come and pick him up. He keeps looking over at where she is, but he's not saying nothing, and she ends up seeing them through like a vent thing, fan thing, something, and she's screaming at him, and they can't hear her. So it's like, ah, my parents, daddy, mama, somebody. But nobody hears her. So they drive off, and she's still left there to try to face this ugly monster. And she does, and she faces him down underneath everything, where everything is working and parts are moving, and yeah, he gets in some gear things and goes squishy, and she ends up getting out of there, and it ends with her walking out. And I'm like, I need to see her make it home and reunite with her brother, so he knows that she's okay and everything is okay. Because earlier in the movie, he scared her, put a little scare prank on her, and she said she was going to get him back, and she was going to get him back good. And that kind of just stuck in his head. So I needed to see that everything was okay. But no. So anyways, I think I had seen this movie at least once. I want to say I had it in maybe a 4-pack. I don't know. Yeah, so I did enjoy it. Yeah. As much as I could. Anyways, that was what we watched. Until the next one.